What it is, good people. Y'all know what time it is. It's Tuesday night. AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. Diego Barishnikov in the building.
All hate here, the other A and AA Sports, and I'm just thankful that I was able to show up to work today because my team did not get fleeced in the draft.
Hey, man, it wasn't y'all, but we had to get somebody. We'll get to that a little bit later on when we get to our NFL draft recap. We're going to jump right on into it, straight to the open bar segment. Good people, we're going to start off this week. You got your cup, homeboy?
Got my cup.
All right. We're going to start this week off by giving a special shout-out. Hold on one second. We're going to give a special shout-out to Lala and that dress she had on last night at the Met Gala.
Yes, sir.
Good God. Hope my wife don't hear me. Good God. That girl.
Hello. Better carry your ass home, boy. Better carry your ass home.
She got no drawers on.
Bruh. And it's been like that on the gram hard for the last couple weeks.
You been noticing? You
better carry your ass home, boy.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I know we don't know all the ins and outs of what's going on. Hey, man.
When in doubt, go the Kobe route. Just buy a big-ass ring.
Like,
try.
You got the money.
You got it. I'd rather spend $4 million on a ring than give her half of all my bread. If that was me.
And you know that dummy signed a prenup that if he got caught cheating or whatever, that she get half?
We're going to touch on that a little bit later because, you know, on AA Sports, we look out for our folks. Uncle Haight and Uncle Diego got some advice to give out. And that right there kind of ties into our advice we got later on. So we're going to go into that a little bit later.
Yeah, we hit y'all with that on the last call.
Shout out to the homie Paul Pierce. A legend's career ended Sunday.
Yeah.
It ended. You know, people, a couple months ago, Draymond Eastered Paul Pierce at that game and said he wasn't shit, this, that, and the third. Paul Pierce got that nickname the Truth for a reason.
Yeah.
The boy was something serious. Yeah. I hated his career ended the way it did, but really, you know what? I hate that he didn't retire last year with Tim, Kobe, and KG. That would have probably been one of the best classes ever. But his numbers, he was a beast. Yep. He was a beast.
Yeah. And you think about all those years, the early part of his career, when they sucked in Boston, and you know he stayed and waited it out. Well, I take that back. When him and Twan Walker was together, I think they was decent then.
They fell off after that.
They fell way off.
Way off.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't really come back up until I think Ray Allen and KG came into the picture, right?
Right. But you know, top 15 scorer, number 4 all-time in threes, 10-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA, Finals MVP, a champion. You know one thing I noticed? Paul Pierce really likes his summers. He ain't give none of his time to this damn country. He ain't play on now one Olympic team.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that you just said it. You're right.
I was looking through his stat. I was like, damn, he didn't play on one Olympic team? Not one.
Hey, man. I got shit to do, man.
Yeah, Paul wanted to be in L.A. West Coasting. But shout out to the homie. Good career and first ballot Hall of Famer all day long. I just hate that he wasted his time this year sitting on the Clippers bench. He could have went out and been in an excellent class, but he'll be there soon enough.
It was crazy that he had to finish his career, his last game, playing 35 minutes. He should have been on the bench chilling.
Man,
we're hopping to that, and then the Clippers and their laundry list of problems started from the top, and they GM coach Doc.
Yeah, Doc needs a little bit of heat on him, but let's just do a quick run through of some of these playoffs. The Celtics finished off the Bulls last Friday. Looking at the Bulls' stats for the series and looking at their salary situation, this is pretty much going to be close to what you get and come back next year. Because if y'all honestly believe Dwayne Wade is going to leave $24 million on the table to go and not chase a ring, he don't need it, people. He got 3. He'll be back.
Yeah. No
Question
haircut
is,
at all.
yeah, right? What? It's like he looked good some games, but then some games he just looked like trash.
Why is that becoming an ongoing theme? This is like 3-4 weeks in a row. We didn't have to mention something about nobody having no fucking haircut. And these dudes got money.
They don't care about that, man. The way we think. You get a haircut for an important event. These cats going on national television with millions of people watching, and they just don't care. I'm pretty sure somebody in Chicago could have cut that dude's hair. I'm pretty sure.
I guess sometimes you got millions of dollars, you just really don't. Sometimes you don't even care.
Clearly, but yeah, you shoot 44% from the field for the series, 24% from three. You ain't gonna win. That's just not gonna happen. Rondo getting hurt saved y'all. I really think that Boston was gonna lose that series if Rondo wouldn't have got hurt, but
Yeah, because it was 2-0. It wasn't looking good, and he broke his thumb, and then Celtics came back, ripped off 4 in a row. I think games 4, 3, and 4, those 2 games in Chicago, the Bulls needed to pull at least one of those games out. And
they could have won that game last Friday. No, not the last Friday, last Wednesday, I believe. That was the one they gave away.
Yeah.
They should have won. But
game 6 was a game. No, game 5.
Game 5. They should have won that game.
Yeah.
Should have won that game. But we'll get back into them because we got a section coming up, people, called Blow It Up, One Man Away, or Stay the Course. The Hawks, they got finished off by the Wizards. This is close to our heart because this is the home team.
Right.
Okay. We've been championing Dwight Howard's cause. We've been championing it. But yet another playoff, Dwight's unhappy. And this time, I don't think he's wrong. Hell, I didn't think he was wrong in Houston. The man averaged 8 and 11, 50% from the field. I'd be shocked if he shot the ball 6 times a game. I ain't pulled that stat, but I'd be shocked. Coach Bud got him there.
Over again. It seemed like the same thing in Houston over again.
Same thing. I don't understand how you go meet with this kid day one of free agency. Coach Bud, because he's in charge of player personnel in Atlanta. And I don't take Dwight as a liar. Ain't nobody came out and said that. Nah, we ain't tell him that. Only thing we told him was come to Atlanta and set screens and board. Nah. I don't believe that was what was said to him.
Not at all. And the contract that you gave him doesn't say that you told him come to Atlanta and just set screens and board. You gave him what, $70, $75 million, $20, $22, $23 million a year? Nah,
because they could have got a multitude of players for like $5 million a year to set screens and board. Easily.
Exactly. You had him in there. You saw him all summer working on things to add to his game. A little elbow jumper here and there. Just little things that was kind of build up his repertoire. And, you get to the season, maybe first 15, 20 games, they was kind of using him. But then, as the season progressed, they just totally went away from it. And it was pretty much the same thing. No touches. And you can't have a big man doing that. But come to find out, you look at it, he really – the way that the Hawks play, a lot of ball movement.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're going to alter the way that you play, where does he fit?
Nowhere. You know what? I'm sorry. There's only one place I can think of that Dwight's career could be resurrected and he could be a champion. Cleveland. Because LeBron can make a winner out of anybody. But in today's NBA, I thought the same thing, and I meant to bring it up, but where? If you're not a big that can shoot a 3 at this point, in today's NBA,
right.
Where?
Right. And so, if you weren't going to use him, I don't – because I didn't think he was going to be Orlando Magic Dwight.
No.
He's very capable, and we've seen it 1 or 2 games in the playoffs, and we've seen it sporadically throughout the season. If given consistent opportunities, he can give you consistent opportunities, He can give you 15 to 18 points a game, 13 to 15 boards. Easy.
Because he averaged 14 and 13 on the season. And that's without touching the ball.
Right. So
we're always talking about this because this is what happened in Houston. But if a guy can give you that type of output without touching the ball, just imagine if you ran 6 to 10 plays for him. And just imagine. He gonna do what he do on the offensive glass, but if you just ran 6 to 10 plays, it's amazing. But Coach Bud went another way, as he has done down the stretch here. Dennis Schroeder had an awesome series. 25 and 8, 46 from the field, 43 from 3. Sapp did what he did, but the rest of this team, they in flux, cuz. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but they're in flux.
Yeah, like a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Like a lot of teams. Yeah, so.
All right. Clippers. Boy, Clippers.
Clippers going Clippers. What I tell you last week?
You said it.
I said, against my better judgment, I'm picking the Clippers to go in 7. And sure enough, Game 7 on their home court. I really thought they would lose Game 6 in Utah.
They should have lost it. Well, I took Game 6 in Utah. I said it was a wrap. But when they went home, I thought they were going to win.
DeAndre Jordan, I think, was the leading scorer in Game 7. I think he had 26.
Yeah, they took Chris Paul away. They did what they were supposed to do, taking him away.
Was JJ Redick at your house?
Nah, cause JJ is I don't know where JJ was. He wasn't there because he didn't put up numbers like somebody's ready to cash out this summer. I know that.
Not at all. Not at all. And usually you see cats in the contract years. Damn, we scratching up. Damn, that's how you know we've been knowing each other a long time.
Way too long. Tomax and Zaymut.
I mean, he just didn't do shit. Averaging 9 points, 35% from 3, and you supposed to be the 3-point specialist on the team. 38% from the field.
Could you imagine JJ Redick shooting that bad?
Never.
Never
would have imagined that.
And look at their shooters. Crawford, Redick, and Rivers are their shooters. If they're shooting like that, you ain't gonna win.
Jamal Crawford, 24% from the 3-point line. Really?
And they gave him like $40 million last summer. Doc did.
That's not gonna cut it.
That dude's our age, and Doc gave him $40 million last summer.
Boy.
But the biggest thing facing the Clippers right now is you got CP3 with a player option. You got Blake Griffin with a player option. And I think JJ's gone. I don't even want to talk about player option restricted. I think JJ's leaving.
I mean, is he's totally free, right?
He's totally free.
Yeah.
I think he's gone.
If I'm the Clippers, I'm not even really trying to re-sign him just for the simple fact you got to do something. You got to do something different with that team. Now, if you want to look at a sign and trade with the Knicks,
I read a really disturbing article about them the other day. All this shit they're talking about, the changes they're going to make, that article basically said they don't even have the money to pay a max player right now. They like at 20. The max is 25. So
the Clippers?
No, the Knicks.
Knicks.
So even if they got rid of Melo, brought in a little bit of some players here and there they don't even have max player money. They're stuck. I'm telling you, they're not even on our list because they suck real bad. But it has to come down to, like you said, maybe a sign and trade with Redick. I damn sure throw Rivers in. I throw all 3 of them dudes in at the bottom. All 3 of them.
Yeah, I mean, we said that mid-season, about a month or so back.
Yeah.
When, all the trade rumors surrounding around Melo was going on, and the rumors that he might be going to the Clippers, we was looking at the Clippers like, okay, what do they have to offer? And there was only a couple of players that it could be. Crawford, Redick, Rivers, or some combination of those 3 guys.
Had to be to make the money work.
Right. And, you got big money in Blake, big money in DeAndre. I'm expecting Blake to take his option.
I don't know, cuz somebody might pay him. He did jump over a Kia.
5 years ago. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, I wouldn't re-sign Redick to big money. They may put on the front, put on face that they trying to re-sign him, knowing someone else is going to overpay him.
I tell you, the first thing the Clippers need to do, first thing, like in the next week or 2, they need to hire a general manager. Yeah. That's what they need to do.
How? I guess we get well.
Well, we already down there now, so let's go on to this our new segment. Stay the course, blow it up, or 1 player away. We're gonna examine the 8 teams that lost in the first round of the playoffs. Some are close, some are not. We'll see. We're gonna start with the Clippers. I'm actually big dog. Stay the course, blow it up, 1 man away. They should have did that shit last summer. something.
2 years ago.
Easily could have did 2 years ago. They were coming off that Sterling shit 2 years ago, so they had optimism. Right. But after losing last summer, should have blew it up.
And I didn't realize that this after dropping this series, this has been 5 straight years in a row that they've had a series lead and lost.
You know, that boy Chris Paul don't get no heat behind that. To be a superstar, he don't really catch the loser heat that a lot of these cats catch.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he doesn't. But I guess with him being a point guard,
and he plays hard as hell.
It's a lot of blame to go around with the Clippers. So that's probably why.
Right.
But yeah, they got to blow this thing up, man. They got to do something different. Like I said, if you're gonna keep the big three, if you're gonna keep CP3, Blake, and Jordan, you can't re-sign Redick to big. You can't. I
tell you, one of Doc's biggest failings, and we said it the other week. My uncle told me, cause they have not even if you're picking low in the draft, sometimes you can get gems at the bottom. Yeah. They have not replenished nothing. Nothing. Hell, I think the only draft pick they got that's playing is Doc's son. So he's failed in that regard. But they can replace Redick because this is a pretty deep draft. And the name you brought up the other week is the cat from Oregon.
Dylan Brooks.
He could play that same role, couldn't he? The shooter.
Yeah, and he can do it. And he can do a little bit. You can say he can do a little more. He's a little bit bigger, got more size on him.
Yeah,
he can cut to the basket a little bit more. He can create his own shot.
Right.
So
at the end of the day, we pretty much know Chris Paul ain't going no damn where because he is super max.
Nah, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah, Clippers got to blow that thing up. And at the same time, they need to blow up their front office. I don't know whether they need to fire the scouting department or not, but
they need to fire Doc's people. Everybody who Doc got looking at the games, fire all of them. Just bring somebody new in, let them run the scouting department the whole 9 yards. Let's move on to the next team.
One more thing about the Clippers.
Go ahead.
We talk about Doc need to be, fired as GM or whatever, or pick which one he wants to do. Ballmer, how much loyalty you think Ballmer got towards Doc though?
Shit, he paid him.
And how does that factor in? Because I think he probably got a lot of loyalty to him, and he may not be necessarily ready to cut that, to cut that string.
Yeah, and one thing that we talked about it a little bit the other day. At the end of the day, because they like playoff money.
Playoff revenue. Yeah.
They love that. And the Clippers are winning 50 games a year, 50 to 55 games a year.
Yeah.
That ain't easy in the NBA. And in most cases they go to the second round. In most cases, so that's good playoff revenue. You're relevant. You own LA at this point because the Lakers are ass. So hell, he might want to keep the band together for real. I think it's stupid, but that's what we think. That's why we need to be sending our resumes in to be GMs because the job's out there. It's out there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next one. You got that one. Go ahead.
Next up on the list, Portland. Now, I think Portland is maybe not one piece, but maybe two pieces away.
You know what? It's not a full blow up, but I don't think you can keep CJ and Dame because they both pretty much the same size. Neither one of them are really point guards. I think one of them got to go. If that's a minor blow up because they don't have no other assets to help them get better besides one of them.
Right, and it's not like they were expected to go deep.
Right.
They had a lot of turnover the last year and a half. They got rid of LaMarcus Aldridge. They re-signed some young cats like Alan Crabb. I think they give Aminu a lot of money.
Yeah, they paid him
amount of money. So they are really still one of those teams. Maybe you can say they overachieved to a certain degree.
Pretty much.
I don't know how much you can really expect them to do much more than what they did. Maybe if they get up another 2 spots in the West, maybe they get another matchup, an easier matchup than other than getting blown out by Golden State. But I think that's a little bit of state of course and a little bit of one or two pieces away.
Pretty much.
I wasn't impressed with their wing play. So, but we got to I guess we probably got to get them another year to grow together and see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Next one up is Memphis. They can't blow it up because Mike Conley make the most money of everybody in the NBA. They got Gasol, so I guess this is that other category you just said, 2 players away, 2, 3.
Yeah.
They're pretty much stuck.
I mean, your wing. I mean, Memphis has been needing a wing. That's another one of them teams that seems like everybody need a wing.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? And they got old wings.
Yes.
Vince Carter. You know, they rave about Tony Allen, but he seems to get hurt a lot to me.
Tony Allen ain't been able to hit a jump shot since he came in the league.
Exactly. He can't shoot. So how much are you going to pay an off-injured defensive player?
Right. So Zebo's they should put Zebo out the pasture. Vince talking about he want to play at least another year. If you depending on a 36-year-old and a 40-year-old to play heavy minutes, y'all 2 or 3 players away.
Yeah, just like the Clippers, they depend on Paul Pierce who played 30-something minutes a game in a game 7. You know they were fucked from the start.
Yeah. All right. OKC. I want to. They're not a blow up, of course, because they can't move their pieces. Russell's gonna take that supermax, people. He's gonna take that. $43.4 million. Russell gonna take that bread. So, and I don't believe they can move Oladipo or Cantor or Adams. And they got to pay Roberson. So this is pretty much what you're going to see the next few years. Unless they hit it big in the draft, this is it.
They got to do something.
They got to. It's got to be the draft, though. It's got to be.
No, they got to do something else. They need to move.
When somebody take Cantor, could you see somebody trading for him? He don't play defense.
I mean, how many years left on his contract?
It seemed like he signed that when Durant was there. And it was only like 4 years. Hell, it might be up in a year or 2.
It might be up in it. So somebody might take that as a salary dump.
Yeah.
I mean, when he gets minutes, he can be productive in spots. And defense-wise, he's not gonna play too much defense. But you can't bring him back, and you can damn sure can't pay Roberson $80-90 million. I'm sorry. Let him. Somebody gonna get him that.
Redick will be a solid pickup for them. They need shooters, but I don't know. Redick's tape don't look good right now. So, all right. So that's what 2-3 players away, and something got to give.
I'll still take Redick, even though he had a bad playoff. I'll take his track record over his career of shooting.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook and get Roberson the fuck out of there. Now, of course, defensive-wise, that's going to bring some challenges because now Roberson allows Westbrook to not have to guard the best wing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have some problems there. But at the end of the day, it came down to scoring. When it comes to playoffs,
basically,
it came down to scoring with them. And you can't have Russell out there shooting 50 times. And when he does decide that he wants to, play team ball, cats ain't hitting shots, he going to give up on that real quick, as we saw. And then he going to go for Dolo.
I tell you what they need. They need Victor Oladipo to get better over the summer. That's what they need. He need to be shooting 500 jumpers a day, threes.
He has declined to me.
He has.
He was promising in Orlando.
Sure was.
When they picked him up, I was like, okay, that could be a good fit. He's not Kevin Durant, of course.
No.
I thought it would be a good fit, but he's declined. So that leads you to say, how much is the Russell Westbrook effect on other guys?
Yeah, I mean, as much as I like to defend Russell, I can't sit here and flex, man. I can't. A lot of times when cats getting the ball, they ain't touching it in 5 minutes. They ain't know what to do with it. So.
Yeah, and we saw what happened when Russell would go to the bench.
Yeah.
Totally implode. So.
All right, next team up, Bulls. I think unless they trade Jimmy, I think they're stuck because Wade gonna take that bread.
The Bulls are in that category, and I know we kind of scratched it last minute, but we had another category. People stay the course, blow it up. We added 1 or 2 pieces away late, but we had another category that said, "What the fuck?" The Bulls are more "what the fuck" to me.
Yeah.
I really don't know what they can do. I don't see nothing they can do.
One thing we're going to start seeing? The NBA is going to start – it's going to be a premium on shooting. I bet that boy Jimmer gets a contract this summer worth some real money. I bet he does. Jimmer, yeah. He's over there balling in China, putting up them points against them little dudes. But shooting is at such a premium right now. The Bulls don't have nobody that can hit a jumper. Nobody. Not a soul.
I'm sorry. Is Otto crying?
Oh, they must have got into it again.
Oh, he all right. He hit the ground hard a little bit.
All right, let's stay on task here. So Bulls are what the fuck. The Hawks are. That's kind of a what the fuck in a sense.
It's in between. It's in between. Blow it up and what the fuck.
It's right there.
Either that or shuffle some pieces around. Because you got way too much money invested in. If you think about it, Paul Millsap getting ready to be $35-40 million a year.
Good Lord.
We're gonna pay him.
Good Lord.
You got Dennis Schroeder extension kicking in. That's another $15 million, I think. You got Dwight making $23 million to set screens.
That's.
You got Kent Bazemore making, I think, around $14 to $15 million. So that's about 4 or 5 players, and I think I'm already up to $80-90 million.
Yeah. You know what? They fall in the same category to me as the Clippers, cuz they need to hire a GM.
You're right. You're right.
That should have been another category right there.
You're right.
Hire a GM. All right, we come down to the Bucks. Now this one here, this is a state of course for me.
Yeah, a good young team. I would have loved to see them with Jabari this year in the playoffs. I think they would have really challenged Toronto a little bit better.
They need a point guard. They need Jabari and a point guard.
I want to say I kind of like Brogdon at the point.
Oh, he's solid. He's real solid. He need to be shooting jumpers this summer too.
Yeah, I'll say he's not looking to shoot, but he's not looking to shoot because he can't shoot.
Right.
But I kind of like his size and I like his poise at the point. I know they came with this Greek freak supposed to be the point guard. I'm not buying that shit.
Unleash him at 3. Get a point guard. Unleash him at 3.
Hey, that's baby LeBron right there.
Sure is.
Baby
sure
LeBron.
Is. And this last team, we ain't got to touch on too much because the Indiana Pacers, Larry Bird actually answered this question for us a couple days ago.
He helped us out, didn't he?
When he quit.
That shit came out of left field.
You know what that was, right? Herb told him, like, Larry, I need you to go to Paul. We need to keep him. Larry wasn't going to kiss Paul's ass, man. He's like, I ain't got time for this.
Did you hear the comments when one of the reporters asked him how he thought this would affect Paul George? You know,
Nah, I ain't here.
Nah, he was like, oh, Paul's going to do what Paul wanted to do anyway. So it really didn't matter what I did. So that he knows the writing is on the wall anyway.
You know.
So
now the crazy thing gonna be is if they dumb enough to sit there and go into this year with no leverage, he'd be gone by the 1st of July. If that was me, but it's not me. So, all right, let's move on into we got to wrap up this basketball. Let's move on into the NBA. Of course we're out in the NBA, but the playoffs.
Second round.
The Celtics and the Wizards are playing right now. The Celtics got game 1, and the main thing I take away from game 1 is the Wizards gave that damn game away. They was up.
They got comfortable. And
I think it's pretty much a given. When the Celtics are hitting threes, they win.
Yeah. And they're shooting a lot of them. Well, you know what? I can't say that. Maybe I don't know if Washington just gave up and gave it away, but it definitely turned when Markieff Morris went out.
That's true. That's true.
We haven't been here, so we had to. We put our predictions on Twitter. I took the Wizards in 6.
I didn't put a prediction, but I'll go with that. No, I'll take the Wizards in 7. I think it'll be a scrappy little series, but I don't like Boston. I don't think Boston's better than them. I just don't. And I know, hopefully, people from Boston will still rock with the show. I just don't think that's a solid team. They're okay. They shoot a lot of threes. I know that's contradictory in a sense because I like the talent, but they're not right now talent. If they develop all these young dudes, they're going to be good in a couple years. But right now, all you throwing out there is Isaiah Thomas, and you hoping Jay Crowder shoots well every game, ain't going to cut it.
I mean, is Jay Crowder going to go 6 from 8 for 3?
Hell no.
I mean, Al Horford had damn near triple-double, one of the best games he had in a minute.
Right.
So somebody decided to write an article today confirming that that contract he got was worth how he's played, and I totally disagree with that.
That's a joke.
Y'all can go to the Four Letter Network's website and check that out.
Yeah, that was a joke. But if Isaiah's hitting 5 threes, you getting 18 from Bradley?
Yeah. It would be a lot better off if Isaiah Thomas was like 6'3", and they had a real point guard.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, they'd be a lot better off. Olynyk gave them a nice little push off the, spark off the bench that first quarter when they weren't doing shit and they was down like 16, 17 points. But yeah, that Markieff Morris injury, that really hurt Washington. Because he's their third scorer.
Right. Well, Otto had a solid game, 16 and 11. Oubre, they got points from Oubre and Bogdanovich, but, they missed. You're right. They missed Morris because Morris gives them their edge. Right. He gives them that. And I don't believe Horford would have stayed doing what he was doing if he had Morris putting hands on him the way he knows how to.
Right. So, and Crowder is not going to hit 6 threes with Morris on him, I don't think. So, I mean, we could be wrong.
Yeah, we could be. Boston got good type of problems, though. Because what you just say, they need a point guard, just so happens. They're sitting at the top of the draft, most likely. There so happens. All right, on to the next series. Well, do you know the score right now?
It's on commercial.
Okay.
It's just pretty tight, though. It's almost at the half. I want to say it's pretty tight.
Okay. Cleveland and Toronto. Well, Brian and them had damn near a week. They had a whole week off, an entire week, to chill, get healthy, and LeBron came out, put up 35, 10, and 4. Cleveland's better than Toronto. That's just that. Last year they gave them a pretty solid series, but Cleveland's better than them. Kyrie had 10 assists last night. That shit's like he had 10 assists. Yes, that's like a shooting star. Shit you never see. That boy's a scorer, man. I was surprised when I saw that.
Yeah.
I had to double check, make sure I wasn't seeing things. 10 assists. And the crazy thing, dog, they balling like this, and JR has not had a good game this playoff. Not one.
Yeah. Well, okay, I see LeBron only had 4 assists, so maybe that's why Kyrie picked up that slack.
Right.
But even though they looked totally outmatched yesterday, I just until the Cavs give me 4 or 5 good solid games in a row, especially on the defensive end, where they ain't bullshitting and getting big leads and letting teams back into the game. I think this series will go 6. They can Cavs 6.
Well, Cleveland like the bullshit in Canada. So, right. Like last year, I think they was up 2 games and none when they went to Canada and lost both them games.
Right. I mean, it really don't do any justice to look at the stats from this first game because it was a blowout. Blowout stats they kind of get skewed a little bit. The boy Dante Jones came in and got ejected with 18 seconds left in the game. That's a shame. That's their goon, cuz. That's their goon. And who got his fine? The big homie LeBron. I tell you, boy, I'm so happy the Hawks didn't pay DeMarre Carroll. Shout out to y'all. 3 points, 4 boards, and they gave him, $80 million, $90 million? Yeah, roundabout. All right, on to that ass kicking that occurred around 9:30 last night. Hold on. I think the Rockets just hit another 3. Oh my God. Boy, it was bombs over Baghdad last night. Cause like maybe midway through the second quarter, I was like, yes, I can go to bed early. Yep. That shit was a wrap, man. Done deal. It was a wrap. I don't want to sit here and in this series I took Rockets in 6, I believe I said. And I don't want to sit here and overreact over one game. It is the Spurs, and we know they pedigree. But I'm trying to look at those matchups and see what are they going to do to combat. They don't have the only advantage I can say they got is Kawhi Leonard is better than Trevor Ariza. That's it. I'm sorry, LA got to be better than Ryan Anderson, right? I mean, down low, yeah, but he can't shoot like Anderson. But Anderson didn't have a good game last night, did he? I know he didn't have a good first round. Well, he had 14, 3, and 6, and LA had 4 and 6. That's decent. But they in trouble when Pat Beverly is hitting threes and he been hitting them. I mean, Capella. Look at Capella's stat line. Bruh. 13 boards, 2 blocks. Bruh. I saw that. I had to doing the stat sheet for the show this week. It was some double takes. Kyrie had 10 assists. Capella had a Shaq game. Wow. And shout out to that old school goon, Nene.
They will put hands on your ass.
22 for 50. Not from 2-point land, from the 3-point line. They took 50 threes in a playoff game.
And they shot 86 shots.
And 50 of them was threes.
50 of them were threes.
Hey, people, it's the new NBA.
NBA Europe is fantastic. But about that boy Nene, don't be confused because it's gray in them dreads. He's still about that life. Don't be confused.
Yeah. Oh, my God. This shit the Spurs got on here. Oh, my God. This is horrible. David Lee, 4.7 boards. LA, 4.6 boards.
Because what you think the film session was like today?
Green, 8 points. Manu, 8 points. Gasol, 6 points. Get that shit out of here, man.
Yeah, let's. I bet they had a very eventful film session with Pop today. Very eventful. But let's get on to the NFL draft, people. Let's get on to this. It went down last Thursday, and it was a few surprises. We're not gonna go over the whole first round or whatever. Just go over the surprises. The first surprise, and I'm thankful for that first surprise, is your boys up in Chicago. Yeah, you see that mask he got on, people? He got that mask on because a robbery took place last Thursday. A robbery. A robbery that happened without a gun that didn't have to happen. It didn't. Only the Chicago Bears. Only the Chicago Bears will sign a dude and give him $17, $18 million a year and then turn around and trade a first-round pick, a third-round pick, a fourth-round pick, and a fourth next year to move up one goddamn spot. Only the Chicago Bears.
Well, God, we wasn't even going to take.
Only the Chicago Bears.
And you know what was even more fucked up about that? I didn't even know this until today or yesterday. You know they invited Mike Glennon to the draft?
Yes. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? First of all, I saw something today. I didn't have time to put it out there. They not taking that boy seriously. He looked like Napoleon Dynamite. They ain't taking him seriously.
Not at all. They not.
So, but that was suckerish, man. What's the word? Suckerific? You invite this cat, your big free agent signing, to your draft party with corporate sponsors and fans, and he's shaking hands and yeah,
snicking and grinning and shit.
And the second damn pick, you sign the dude who's gonna take his job, perhaps by week 6 or 8 this year.
You giving him that long?
Shit, probably. I mean, I think he'll make it to week 6, maybe.
Yeah, depending on how they going.
Man, that's a cluster. That's a cluster right there. I guess the crazy thing about it is they didn't have to do that. Y'all had no intentions of doing that.
I heard Ryan Pace, and I heard his explanation. To a degree, some of it does kind of make sense. Because they said they were a little afraid that somebody else was trying to cause San Francisco to move up, to possibly take that guy. And you don't want to have, be looking in hindsight and 5-10 years down the road, Trubisky is a star, and you didn't take him because you didn't want to give up an extra third-round pick. Okay, I kind of get it. But at the same time, it's like, on the surface, the fans are not going to accept that right now.
I'm trying to see who was going to come up. Maybe the Jets. Cleveland, okay, because they were at 12. That's right. They wanted their cake and eating it too.
Because the word is that we had 49ers had Cleveland on one phone, Bears on the other phone. Talking to Cleveland like we was going to trade the pick, knowing damn well we weren't.
Right.
And then took the deal with the Bears. Now,
you know what? I'll say I did. I gave John Lynch a lot of shit when they gave him that job with no damn experience. But he had a solid-ass draft. Solid-ass draft.
You know what I did. Y'all go back and look at my Twitter feed. Jed York probably has me blocked because I could pass out left and right that night. But so far, so good. Now, one more thing about the Bears, I will say this. I'll give them credit. I'll give credit where credit is due so we can be transparent or whatever. Yeah. They did come back and later on make some deals or some trades and recoup some of those picks that they lost to us. So in the wash, I think it ended up really only costing them a third-round pick.
Okay.
All right. But like I said, the fans not gonna want to hear that if he don't produce. The only thing they're gonna remember is the initial trade. It's kind of like you put out a bad story about somebody that comes out to be false. Nobody reads the retraction.
Nah. Man, that boy went to the Bulls game the next night and they booed the shit out of him.
Yeah, he did.
But that's Chicago. That's Chicago. All right. I guess the main thing I want to well, of course, my team, the Panthers. I was okay with it. I knew it was gonna happen. Had a little bit of time to watch some film, and I'm okay with it at this point because I read something today that Mike Shula said, and that's the OC for Carolina. He said, "Look at Tom Brady's Super Bowl game. How many of them passes were to running backs, and how much of that was them making plays after that? Cam got to work on that touch." Because that's the way the game is nowadays. A short pass is a running play.
That's the extension of the run game. So we're going to see. How do you think y'all did overall in the draft?
I think it was solid. You know, the kid from Ohio State, I mean, again, we need weapons. And, you know, if I'm being honest and like you said, transparent, Kelvin Benjamin and the other tall wide receiver, they didn't get it done last year. Their hands were not there. So we had to bring in some more hands. I like the offensive lineman we took. We took a defensive end because we got to get younger at that position. But and we took offensive lineman, I believe I said. But I think this whole draft finally was about getting weapons around Cam. It won't be no excuses this year. If they protecting you and you got people to throw to, you can't be throwing them damn lobs over people's heads and throwing all them damn picks. You know, so and oh my God, I just saw the picture from last night. That's my quarterback, but damn.
Honestly, even though he looked like the was it the Frog and the Prince or something?
Yes. What is it with him and top hats?
Hey, I will say he looked about as normal as we've
The
seen.
suit was cool. It's the top hat that got me.
Yeah, that's about as normal we've seen him look in a while.
All right, let's stay on this. How you feel about y'all pick, Solomon Thomas? Oh yeah, let's go on your draft. We talked mine. We talked about John Lynch, but y'all had a good ass draft.
Yeah, we had an excellent first round.
Yeah.
Got Solomon Thomas, good defensive end from Stanford. I think getting him in there with Buckner and Armstead, I don't know how they're gonna work that out. A couple of defensive linemen that we picked up over the last couple of years, but I really like Solomon Thomas from what I've seen from him. Not saying I watched a lot of Stanford games because they play on that West Coast and that Pac-12 bullshit, but from what I've seen so far, I like that pick. And then,
right.
The steal of the night. Again, we just out here robbing people. When Reuben Foster was dropping down there, I was like, okay, if I started talking about, oh, we get him. That was just really bullshit. I didn't really think we were going to get him. And we got him. I'm like, oh, my. I'm so happy. We finally can replace Patrick Willis.
Yeah, y'all got a thumper.
Okay, I mean, Bowman is a stud. Don't get me wrong. But when we had Bowman and Patrick Willis in the middle of that defense, you're not running on us. You were not running on us. And now with the two of them together, man, that boy, you watched it. Go and watch that boy sideline to sideline on film.
And that was one of y'all problems last year because everybody was able to run on you.
Exactly.
So
linemen to help shore that up, and we got a good linebacker. We're gonna change.
Y'all got legit top 10 talent at number 31.
Yeah. We got two of the three of our top three on the draft board.
That's crazy.
We got a corner, I think, with the third pick. Tall corner. He's about 6'3", kind of slender, kind of puts you in the mind of Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
I think he had the most pass defense, deflections or whatever, pass breakups I want to say in the NCAA last year.
Who's y'all DC?
Oh shit, what's the guy's name?
He not nowhere affiliated with Seattle, is it? Because it seems like y'all putting together that same type of with fast linemen, fast running backs.
We didn't have so much turnover over the last 3 years. Every year, his name escapes me right now.
It's all good.
I like that. I don't think we needed a corner, so I like a lot of tall corner. He had to work on his tackling.
Right.
He's not the best tackler. And then we picked up also a safety. No, did we pick up a safety?
I believe y'all did.
I think we did pick up a safety.
Yeah.
So I like that. Overall, I give it a solid B plus. I give it a solid B plus.
Like I said, because I wasn't too sure about John Lynch, but y'all seem to have a vision of where you going, and you going that way. That's all you can hope for.
That's all you can ask for at this point. Because
yeah.
Free agency. We see teams win free agency in March. you got to go and produce on the field. So we'll see what happens. But I will say I have to retract all that cussing and shit I was doing when they first hired him. They looking like a regular team right now.
Right.
So we're gonna see.
What you think about those other quarterback trades in the first round?
I love the Deshaun Watson going to Houston. I love that pick. I think that was.
Weren't we just talking about that, saying how we hoped he ended up with the Texans? That would have been the best thing for him.
Yes.
Shout out to them for making the move right now to stay relevant and go for it.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, and setting yourself up for the future.
Because what they gave up, I mean, the way they win, a 20 to 32 pick, that's like a second round pick anyway. So that's not really a lose for them.
Exactly, and you traded it to the Browns, so you ain't got to worry about the pick coming back to bite you because the Browns are probably gonna fuck it up.
Well, we can't say that now because they had a solid draft. They had a solid draft.
I mean, they had a good first round. I didn't look at the rest of their draft, but they picked up Myles Garrett,
Jabril Peppers,
they picked up Peppers, and
the tight end from Miami.
I like him.
And I'm actually okay with Kaiser in the second round.
Yeah, that was a good pick in the second round. That was
a good pickup. So I tell you what, boy, Alex Smith, this your last year starting. And that's okay.
Why he always getting his job taken?
Because he got a weak ass arm. I read an article today. It said that a lot of the throws that Mahomes makes and attempts, Alex Smith wouldn't think of throwing the ball. But he's never been that guy. He's solid. You're gonna get to the playoffs, but you're gonna lose because you can't score with people because he's not gonna do. He would be the perfect mentor. If he could just wrap it around his head, I done had my run. I started. Just keep that job. They pay backups real money now.
I was about to say, Alex Smith is what you would ideally want in a backup quarterback.
Right.
He's perfect for that.
Perfect.
But he just don't have an arm to get it done consistently as a starter. And I know knowing Andy Reid and the way he is with quarterbacks, he's not trading what he traded away to sit that kid for very long.
I say a year. Because didn't they sit McNabb for a year?
Yeah, they did.
It wasn't a year. It was like maybe most of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I figure, when I say sit very long, I guess I'm thinking down the road. Yeah, I'm expecting Alex to be the guy this year. If they hit a bump or something,
yeah,
Alex get injured, it could very well be a 49ers Kaepernick situation all over again.
Yep. And Alex is prone to getting knocked the fuck out. So
let Andy Reid see some things in practice because with Mahomes, I believe he'll be able to open up that playbook a little bit.
Boy, you'll be able to actually throw a go route now.
Andy got plays that he just like, I wish I could call these plays, but I can't call them with fucking Alex Smith.
You know who was turned about this last week? Macklin.
Jeremy Macklin, yeah. Did he stay on the field?
Well, yeah, but, now he gets to run a route longer than, a 12-yard post.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but past that, any surprise? Well, the Alabama Cats fell.
A lot of them fell.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Jonathan Allen had so many shoulder surgeries.
Yeah, they said he has no cartilage in his shoulder.
Yeah. So, and who took him? The Redskins.
But they said they can get 8 to 10 years out of that right now. So, I mean, for that type, the average NFL career is what, 5 years? So
if you get 8 to 10 years, then you've done a hell of a job.
Exactly. O.J. Howard going to the Bucks. They are putting weapons around Jameis.
So now he got Mike Evans, Deshaun Jackson, and Howard.
With Cameron Brate, who was solid at tight end last year.
So they can run some 2 tight end sets. I guess are they going back with Muscle Hamster at running back?
Yeah, they're staying with him. I don't know who their slot receiver is, but if they had a solid slot receiver too, it's number weapons around him.
Yep.
Again, no excuses. They putting weapons around you. You can't be throwing them picks, Jameis.
Yeah. And Hard Knocks is going to be a joy.
Yes, it will.
What else stand out to you?
First round?
First round. I will say this. If the boy that the Falcons picked, Jakaris McKinley, if he plays anything like he gave in that interview,
they're gonna be straight.
They're gonna be straight.
Yeah, because you got a young cat to put on the other side of Vic. They just gonna be running. Because you know that's the problem the Falcons have always had. They always have a good young pass rusher. Then go sign some old ass dude who's done, put on the other side who don't get no push.
Like when they gave your boy Ray Edwards the underwear model all that fucking money that time.
Ray Edwards, OC, Dwight Freeney. They always any old DN come retire in Atlanta.
Yeah, Hartwell, well, he was a linebacker.
Yeah, but you know they've never really fared well in free agency. But I like the pickup of him. I tell you one thing I like the balls of the Raiders taking Conley, because to get him at 24 when he was supposed to go top 15.
Oh, that's the corner that had the rape allegation.
Right. Yeah, so to make that move, that's pretty solid. Pretty damn solid. Past that first round, I don't understand why. Why do you think Cam Robinson fell?
I don't know. That's a tackle from Alabama, right?
Right. It just saying to me like sitting there at number 23. Did Eli need to be protected, or did they need another tight end?
Now they have had some tight end issues over the years.
I'm not saying but I'm saying Eli protection.
Yeah, you're right. What's a tight end if Eli ain't got time to throw?
Exactly. So, and I believe this cat would have fell. There was other tight ends coming out this year. It was a rather deep position.
The tight end was deep, and offensive line. It wasn't a whole lot of offensive linemen taken in the first round, which is unusual.
Right.
So I don't think a lot of them really graded out very high. As a matter of fact, as I'm looking at this list, I think only 2 were taken in the first round.
Yeah, old boy with the Broncos and the Saints.
Which, by the way,
yeah,
I'm not gonna get on the soapbox too much. And Garrett Bowles, this is really not directed at you because you know you did what you did. It's not your fault you got drafted. I hope you do well because I'm about second chance.
Right.
All I'm saying is you've been kicked out of 5 schools, all these arrests, all these drug charges, and I ain't hear a goddamn thing.
None of it.
About no character issue.
None of it.
Okay? Not a damn thing.
None of it.
Drafted first round, brought a baby on the stage, kissed babies and all that. Everything's great.
Not just first round, top 20.
So,
he got a good agent. If he kept that, he got a good agent. But yeah, I don't see anything else that really sticks out to me with the draft in the first round. So now we ready to move to last call with our advice for these guys.
Yeah, we can. Well, we want to remaining free agents where we think they go now that the dust has settled, especially these quarterbacks, mainly Kaepernick and Cutler.
I still feel like Cap need to end up in Cleveland.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at it now. Now that they drafted Kaiser, so they got Coley Kessler, they got Brock, they've drafted Kaiser. So if you bring in a 4th quarterback, who's gonna go?
You know what? I take that back. Not Cleveland, because you're right. Kaiser's gonna play next year probably. Hell, he might play this year. Mm-hmm. The Jets.
They're probably gonna start off with Cody.
Right.
Brock is gonna turn into clipboard Jesus.
I think they're gonna release him.
Okay, that's an option.
That's what I've been hearing here and there, but I think the Jets.
Okay.
I mean, because who's at quarterback?
Well, see, this is my thing with the Jets, and I haven't talked about it on the show, but I thought about it. They have taken a quarterback in the last 2 years. Not this year, but the previous 2 years, they've taken a quarterback, I think, first or second round. So I was trying to figure out why were they even in the quarterback discussion to begin with. You drafted one of them 2 guys should be ready to play.
I don't believe it's Petty.
Unless you didn't know what the fuck you was doing to start with.
That's what I think it was.
You know
that's what I think.
So my guess is it's going to be Hackenberg unless they get somebody else in there.
Well, you know they got what's that boy? The old cat that was in Cleveland. They signed him to start. McCown. McNown. Yeah.
Getting jobs.
Yeah, he's the Jets signed him early on. But I don't know. You know, I think it's real shit what they're doing to Cap, man. Cap's a good dude, and you know, at the end of the day, as much as they said it was a distraction, it kind of went away, truth be told. I think the media kept it going more than he did and the players. It went away.
Yeah, everything is a distraction when you keep talking about it every day.
Right, exactly.
I ain't never seen a backup quarterback get interviewed so much in my fucking life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
and the film don't lie, man. Yeah. Cap played some solid football last year, doing it with next to nothing. So,
I think he will. I think he'll find a spot somewhere. Now, I will say that I think even if you didn't have, you know, the protest or distraction, whatever you want to call it, I do still think to some degree it's still a fit thing with Cap.
Yeah.
You can't just stick him in any offense. You can't do
that. Truth be told, we need him.
So I think that'll be a good spot for him, Carolina. So
yeah.
I think between it needs to be a good fit, and you got teams that's talking about he gonna be a distraction. I think that makes his options very, very slim.
I wish before they made that pickup of Mahomes, he would have been straight going up there with Andy Reid. Look at what he did for Michael Vick. Vick could not throw that ball the way he did with the Eagles until he got up there and was trained by Andy Reid.
What do you think Andy would have brought him in to have that same situation all over?
Oh, damn. I forgot about that. Damn. Alex Smith would have flipped the damn table over. This is bullshit.
They about to fight.
That's all they do. That's all Boston do is want to fight. That's all, cuz. That's all they want to do.
Oh, man.
And they're not even big dudes. They just scrappy little dudes who like to fight.
Ooh. Damn, his mouth bounced off the floor. He might have lost another tooth.
Man, that little fella think ain't nobody supposed to touch him.
Oh, man.
He lucky he playing in this era compared to the eras of before. He'd have been on his back a long time ago.
There you go.
Okay, real quick. We're going to finish up free agency. We're going to jump in this. Revis. I think he's going to sign around camp somewhere. Said he down 10, 15 pounds right now. He said he feels pretty good. So I think I wouldn't be surprised he end up a Patriot, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, he'll land somewhere. Whether it's going to be at corner or safety, who knows?
Right.
But like you said, it'll probably be sometime late camp. I don't think he's going to go through training camp.
True.
So, there you
see Jamal Charles signed today.
Yeah, with the Broncos, right?
Yeah, but
him, the
Booker, Anderson, and it's like think two other dudes. So he might not even make that team.
Is CJ Anderson 280 pounds still?
That's a good question. You know what? If he's 280, Kelvin Benjamin's about 295. These cats gotta stop eating, man. Yeah. Money on the line. All right, people, we have come to that time of the show, which is last call. And we were talking over the weekend during our show prep, and we figured we need to have a show, at least a segment of the show, we give advice to these draftees. Because we really want to see y'all do well. We want y'all to be great.
Be great, man.
That's all we want. The advice we're trying to give you right now will help it stay on the field and not in the news.
There you go.
Keep you in the black and not on that next 30 for 30 broke.
There you go.
This is your unsolicited advice from Uncle Hate and Diego. Number one, no means no. Just that simple. If she say no, no. If she's not feeling you, move on.
Call the next one.
On to the next one. Don't get caught up. And right around in that same vein, invest in condoms.
They're not expensive at all.
They're really not.
They're not expensive.
They got all kind of colors and sizes and everything you need. Invest in condoms. Don't get caught out there like your folk Mello and Paul George. Because strip clubs, in most cases, they're going to be feeling you because they're going to know who you are.
Right. I mean, I'm married, so I haven't bought any in a while. But if I remember, I think a 3-pack is only like a couple bucks.
That's it. That's it. So, invest in condoms. If your family and friends love you the way they say they do, hey, shoot on some condoms. Look out for your folks.
There you go.
What you got?
Uncle Diego wants to tell you, do not, under any motherfucking circumstance, invest in your homeboys barbershop, car wash, or record label.
No, sir.
Don't do it.
You will not see your money back.
Not a goddamn dime.
Mm-mm.
Okay? Don't do it. You'll see them on Instagram flexing, and guess who's going to be paying for it? You. Not a goddamn album has been sold. They cutting weak temp fades, and people are washing their own cars.
Mm-mm.
No, don't do it.
If they come to you talking about, cuz we don't need no label, start our own label. We need session money. Don't do it.
I don't do
Don't.
it.
Next up, it was one that was just on my mind. It slipped my mind just that fast. Oh, here it is right here. You know everybody got that homeboy. That homeboy who you don't know what he gonna say. You don't know what he gonna do. He can jump off at any time.
Wild ass animal.
That's a wild animal. Leave his ass at home. He's cool in college, maybe in high school. But when you got bread on the line, you don't need a cat who will fire on somebody at any time.
Yeah.
You don't need that. Don't bring him. Leave him at home. Don't do it.
Yeah.
What was you telling me about the family reunions?
Hey, man. If you ain't never seen them at the family reunion before you got your bread, don't give them shit.
Nothing.
They walking up talking about, hey, man, you remember me? I'm your cousin from Wake. I don't know you, dog.
Mm-mm.
Nice to meet you, but I don't know you.
And I think the last bit of news I got for you, watch ESPN 30 for 30 broke. The shit can happen to you.
It's a blueprint, people. It's a blueprint.
That's it. That's it. You know, you don't need to take 30 dudes to the club on you. I'm going to give y'all a little secret. Y'all, some of y'all may not know because y'all young. The bottles they sell in the club for $200, they like $40 in the liquor store. $30 to $40.
That's it.
Don't pay up. Don't do it.
Moet really doesn't cost $200-$300 a bottle.
It don't.
Like 30 or 40. You can get it from You can get it from the grocery store.
Yeah. Don't. People, this information, these nuggets of wisdom we're giving you will help you keep it on the field and keep you in the black. Because we really want to see you win here at AA Sports.
And
That's what we want.
And keep you out of Roger Goodell's office.
Because he hugging on y'all on that stage. But he going to be the one suspending your ass, putting you in that damn program. Oh, another thing. This is a big one here. We're going to finish up with this here. Don't hit your women. You should know that already. Don't hit your women. You'll be done. They will end you for that. Don't do it. If you got a girl who likes to set it off, you might want to break up with her. You might love her, but if she sets things off and wants to get all aggressive and now you got some money, your ass will be on TMZ and you'll be suspended.
Yep.
Cut her off. All right, big dog. I think we have passed enough wisdom to these draftees for the week. Hopefully they receive these nuggets and run with it. Anything else you got?
Last thing I got is want to give a special shout out to Dumbass of the Week, LeVar Ball.
Oh, God.
You have effectively cost your boy who knows how many millions of dollars. Going into these people's offices, not Converse, not Skechers. You going into Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, talking about what you ain't gonna take. And if they want you or they want your boys, this is what they gonna do. They gonna license your big baller brand.
Bro, he actually had a shoe design when he went in there, off top.
But you know what? I give him props for that because I bet you that prototype was better than any of that bullshit. I bet you that air ball looked better than that stuff.
You know what? He probably only took the shoe design to Under Armour. He probably didn't take it to Nike or Adidas. Just Under Armour. Yeah. He already knew. They ain't about to fuck my son.
You know what I'm saying? LeVar, because I didn't agree with George Raveling from Nike coming out saying he's the worst thing to happen to basketball in 100 years. I think that was just a complete bullshit.
Well, that was suckerish. But what was even worse about that is that they've been knowing each other. Did you see LeVar's response? I think he said he was at his wedding. They were spokes. Right.
Yeah, that's George Raveling. That's some bullshit right there.
Right.
That's some bullshit.
But, you're right about that one there.
At this time, you might just need to fall back.
Just fall back.
Fall back. Let Lonzo get his own shoe deal, and then you try to get your signature brand. Let the boy prove that he can play in the league and sell sneakers. Then you'll get your big deal.
I don't even think I would have took a meeting until after the lottery. I kind of want to know where you're going because you ain't going to sell no damn shoes like that. Let's say, I'm trying to think of anybody who sucks. I mean, I guess it's only major markets at the top because all the major market teams suck right now.
They said he was going, if not at Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour turn them down. I know you said that Adidas said that they may not be out completely. But now he's going to these Chinese companies like the one that does D-Wade shoes.
Talking about them Air Wax?
Yeah. So that's where he's going to try to take it now. But I will say this. We said it a couple weeks ago. This is the year. If not, why not?
If not, why not?
So, hey, he shot his shot. It claimed.
Hey, big dog, show the people what's going to happen when he get that damn branding deal.
The LeVar Ball people. That's the LeVar Ball. That's the LeVar Ball Dan.
I'm done.
So, hey man, I'm with you, LeVar. Try to get that money, but you gotta rearrange and go about it a different way, man. Don't cost yourself money before you get money.
Be that cat whispering in the agent's ear. Stay out in front of the camera.
There you go. That's it.
Tell him what you want done.
Get behind the scenes. That's it.
There you go.
That's it. All right, you got anything else, man, before we get up out of here?
I am done.
All right, we get ready to catch the fourth quarter of this game. Looks like it's a 10-point game, 87-77. Wizards, 3 minutes left in the third. So, close game. We'll see what happens. Again, we'll probably be back here Thursday. We got a nice little short show again. Hey, tell them where to reach you at.
At Rike6000 on Twitter.
All right, cool. And we've also, again, we got the IG page up, AA Sportscast. We got that now linked to the AA Sportscast Twitter page, so you'll get that content hand in hand. I dusted off the Facebook page, so not only can you still go to YouTube, watch, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, but now you can also get the episodes and all of the content on the Facebook page if you missed it or missed out.
That's what's
catch myself at Diego Barish on Twitter. Hey man, we always out there. Shout out to a couple. We'll give a shout out to some people that's been showing us some love out there. Our man Glass and Brandon at Get With It Sports always have shown us day one. Kane and Ice out there showing a lot of love. We see y'all. What's up? Good looking. We're going to have to get on one of y'all shows here soon and have y'all on.
We love features.
So that's good. There's some other cats out there. I can't remember your Twitter handles and everything right now off rip. But let's get this family thing going here on this online sports thing. Because this might be the future since ESPN is cutting all their jobs.
If not, why not?
Hey, there you go. It's the year. If not, why not? Yeah, people, we out, man. It's AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. All hate Diego Baristakov. We'll holler at y'all Thursday. We out. Peace.